that's when the go-go started catching on real good in 1976. I started playing Bustin' Loose. I wrote this song. I was uptight. I felt uptight. I said, I need to loosen up here. You know, that's when go-go started catching on. I just felt like writing a song called Bustin' Loose. They had a TV show on called Bustin' Loose, you know, and I said, I hope we don't get no feedback off of this, but I want to call this song Bustin' Loose because the feel of it, the way I wrote it, is busting. You know what I'm saying? It's just busting and it hits you right off the bat, you know? And so I went in the studio and we recorded it.
Why did you wait that 2-year period to actually record Bustin' Loose?
Because I wasn't satisfied with the way it sounded, and the crowd was really getting down off it. They was loving it, and I said, well, I'm gonna take this in the studio. I want it to be right.
But
Skip Fennell was on keyboard.
Wasn't your manager saying, excuse me, but you know, somebody may take this and record it before you get it? Wasn't he pushing you?
I didn't have a manager.
You didn't have a manager?
No, I've had several managers, but they weren't there very long, you know, because, what should I say? I did better with the band, booking the band. I kept the band working. I got the band more money. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that was the way that is. Now I got the greatest manager ever. You know, Mr. Tom Govo. That can't touch it. You know what I mean?
So when you went in and you recorded Bustin' Loose, were you surprised at the response that that song got?
Absolutely, because Dave Carpenter was my negotiator at that time. He was about to become my manager, and he was a very wise man. James Purdy produced that record, the greatest producer I have ever worked with, other than the young man that I have now, Chucky Thompson and John Gotti. Those are two great producers. But James Purdy was the first one that really produced me. He did it. As a matter of fact, Joe Tate was the one that produced We the People and Blow Your Whistle and all that. Solid Earth. James Purdy came in and produced Bustin' Loose, every tune on there. This man sat in that studio and worked miracles with his ideas.
And it started going up on the charts?
Oh, yes. Hit #1 before I could realize. All over the country, all across Europe. #1. I saw it as a door opener. I saw it as an inspirational track to other musicians around the city that would be interested in trying this groove. I saw it as the best thing that I'd ever done, of course, and it opened the doors, and it encouraged a lot of young musicians around town. You see, go-go is not hard to play. A lot of young musicians around town that are really not experienced in playing their instrument that much, they can play go-go. You know, if you got rhythm and you got the feel and the desire to want to play this music, you don't have to have a lot of experience. You don't have to be a great musician to play it. It's easy to play. Top 40 cover tunes are the hardest thing in the world to play when you have to play somebody else's tune, you see. And the style of go-go, any group that comes out that can play this groove, they can develop their own sound, their own distinction between the next go-go band. But now I've heard some that I couldn't tell the difference between this band and that band. But as time goes on, you know, they realize this and they eventually develop their own sound.